So I'm just traumatized about it. Oh, there you have it. Good morning, OGs. It is a new day, y'all. Today is Sunday, so let me sit y'all down so I can kind of read y'all's to-do list and catch y'all up. This actually feels kind of awkward because I feel like I haven't done this in I don't know how long. If you know, you know. Your girl has literally been on the move. I haven't been home in legitimately about 1 full month, which is crazy. So it actually feels weird to be back talking to my camera at home in this little area because I feel like I haven't done it in a while and I haven't been here in a while. So yeah, but I am back in the United States of America, baby. I am back in my kitchen. I am back in my home, which I did not want to come back because I don't know. I feel like when you are gone abroad out the country for so long, that kind of becomes your normal. I was just like, oh, I just do not want to go back home. But like when you get back home, you kind of just feel like a sense of like not a lot of moving around. You ain't gotta do too much. You ain't jumping on a plane every other day. You like your sleep, you kind of like are back to a routine, which I do love. I love being on a routine. I love being home. I love sleeping in my own bed. That part I'm kind of a little happy about now. But we ain't gonna do too many run-ons talking right here because I gotta do a little life update for y'all, and that's gonna be later on in the vlog. So let me read y'all the to-do list for today because I have a lot that I have to do. I have a lot that I have to get done. I have a lot of that I kind of just like, I handle it when I get back. And now that I'm back, it's time to get back to work and it's time to handle business. So I've been back home for a few days now. I usually do not unpack when I get home. I kind of just like leave my suitcases at the door and I'm like, I get to it when I get to it. And today is the day that I have to get to it. So that is one of the things on the to-do list today. I have to clean up, I have to unpack, I have to get my shit together. Tomorrow, Monday, your girl is finally getting a washer and dryer. I stopped being indecisive and I finally decided on the washer and dryer that I wanted to get. So your girl did, in fact, buy her first washer and dryer, which is actually crazy. It was crazy when I bought my first refrigerator, but this is even crazier that I'm buying my first washer and dryer. Mind you, I've been in my home that I own for, I think it's gonna be 2 years this year. Yeah, so. And if you're wondering how was I washing clothes and how was I doing things without a washer and dryer, that's a simple answer. You know, other people have homes, you know, boo and all, has washer and dryers and also dry cleaning. So yes, y'all, I've been washing my clothes. I just, me personally, have not had a washer and dryer because I have not yet purchased it, but I did and it will be delivered tomorrow. So my cleaners actually was scheduled to come clean my house about 2 days after I returned back home. So my house is kind of clean, y'all, outside of like dishes that I've used and just my luggage and things being everywhere and just gotta be put back in its place. So like I said, clean, unpack. I gotta do a little life update for y'all. I have a lot of errands I have to run as well. I have to take my sheets to the dry cleaners. So I gotta do like some store runs. I gotta go to my office because I got some I gotta get done there. So that's kind of like the gist of today, y'all. It's really just gonna be a Sunday reset and a life update. I have a lot that I have to get done and catch up on. That's just what your girl gotta do. So let's get it done. So I received flowers the other day, y'all, and I ended up putting it in my vase, which I love. So I got this vase a while ago when I received flowers, and I just kind of kept the vase because it's just so cute and unique. So every time I get flowers, I just put them in this vase. I cut the stems, I fill it up with water, I put the flower food in here, and I put the flowers in here. And these was just so cute and beautiful, y'all. I just feel like it brightens up my house, and the color is so unique. I don't know if I've ever seen roses this color. Maybe I have, maybe I just don't remember, but they so cute. So I put them in my vase. I did what I needed to do, and now I'm gonna put it on my coffee table. So flowers are on the coffee table and they look so good. I just love when I have new fresh flowers on my coffee table. It looks so good. Also, if y'all don't follow me on Snapchat, then yeah, follow your girl on Snapchat. I asked y'all if I should like start my vlogs off with a page of the day from my coffee table book, which is like a bunch of art of myself and pictures I've taken, different quotes that I've said, different affirmations, you know, just things like that. So I'm like, should I? Everybody said yes because I do this on my Snapchat, so I'm gonna also start doing it on my vlog. And I guess since this page is already open, then this will be the page of the day. You see a girl. Oh, she's just so beautiful. Look out. It says, "You're beautiful the way you are." And then we have this quote over here. So every morning I refill my jug up with water because I drink it throughout the night and early in the morning. I don't understand how I close this super damn tight and can't get it open. Y'all, this is so hard. I don't know how I even closed it this hard. So usually I would probably unpack and clean up and do all that first, but I think I've decided that I want to run my errands first and get it out the way, like actually leave my house and get done what I gotta get done on the outside world, and then bring my butt back home and get done what I gotta get done here. So that's what I'm gonna do. Look at this, y'all. I'm getting emails, baby. I guess that OOO email is done, baby. You know how like when you set your email for OOO, I will be out of office, and then you get that automatic email, like when you email me, you get that email back that I'm out of office, and I will be out of office for the next 3 weeks. Yeah. So that has came to an end because emails are officially coming through. Back to reality. Water cup is refilled. Baby. Oh, don't nothing feel like that when you literally get some fresh cold water in your throat. So this is what my room is currently looking like, and I have to get this in order. Mind you, my cleaners literally came and cleaned my house, and now I've kind of, you know, unpacked some things, not all things, because I have like 3 luggages that I have to unpack and my carry-on. What I did kind of unpack and go through was like my purse, but y'all, she is everywhere and I gotta get it back together. I have to take my duvet off because this is what needs to go to the dry cleaners, so I gotta do that and then drop her off. I also think another thing that's kind of throwing me off, y'all, is that I'm using my big camera, which I usually vlog with when I'm at home, and I have not vlogged with her in so long because she's been here and I did not take it with me because I was like, I have my DJI, which is like a smaller camera, and I'm like, I don't have to necessarily lug this big ass camera around if I don't have to, so I left it and just brought that one. But now I'm back home, I'm using it. So I'm like, I don't even know, y'all. Like, y'all let me know. The Grease vlogs, all of them vlogs was vlogged with my DJI, my smaller camera. And then obviously y'all see this camera quality in like every other vlog that y'all see when I'm home. It is her. What do y'all prefer? Because do I really need her anymore? I feel like I do because I'm just so attached to her. But I think y'all can compare and contrast the, I guess, the quality or whatever. But this is like my small DJI. And also the great thing about this one is it comes with a mic. So that's what I like about this. I can, if I wanted to, get a mic for my big camera, but I just don't trust plugging mics up no more, y'all. I just don't, because I remember one time I did that, the was not even connected, so I filmed a whole video, y'all, and it had no audio. So I'm just traumatized by it. This one, at least when I connect, when I turn on the mic, it shows that the mic is on the screen, so you know that it's recording and it's picking up the audio. So y'all let me know which camera y'all prefer. This camera quality is really good, which is why I use her when I'm home, but I also love my DJI because it's smaller, so when I'm out running errands, I might take her, or like when I'm traveling, it's easier to kind of just carry around, and it's kind of incognito for certain places that don't necessarily allow recording. You can kind of sneak her in and do what you gotta do and get the job done. So I have to take her out of this duvet. Well, I have to take the actual comforter outside that's inside. I have to actually take it out so that I can take the actual duvet cover to the dry cleaners. So she's ready to go. All right, y'all, so I changed and put on my clothes for me to get ready to head out and run my errands. Obviously, I'm wearing LORVAE, baby, always. Copy your pill 234. I just got on this regular top that I got in Paris, y'all, from Zara, and when I tell you I love this top, baby, I have worn her down, baby. I love this top. They actually have it in black, which I'm kind of pissed off that I did not get, so I'm kind of trying to surf around the web and see if I can find it in black still, because I gotta have it. I actually need this type of top in all colors. I just love it. I put on this little skirt, maxi skirt, y'all. This is super long. Y'all know I'm short, so let me just show you the point of view. This is what the bottom of my skirt looks like. I don't understand, y'all. I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, I don't have time. I should not have to always get my tailored. Like, why does stuff come this goddamn long? Like, this is ridiculous. I just put on this cute little simple outfit to run my errands. But one thing y'all know about me, I'm gonna change my bag, especially so that it matched the fit that I'm wearing. And the bag that I was wearing previously does not match this fit, so obviously I gotta change. But your girl got smarter. So if you don't know, let me put you on, baby. All my essentials I put in here so that like when I'm changing my purses, I don't necessarily have to take every single thing one by one out of that purse and transfer it into the next purse. Everything I need in my bag, I keep in this little pouch. So when I'm changing purses, all I gotta do, unless it's like a small ass bag that this doesn't necessarily fit, all I gotta do is take this out and put it in the new bag that I'm using, and I don't have to take everything out in singles. Baby, work smarter, not harder. So everything I keep in there is just like I said, my essentials. So like my retainer case, lotion for ashy hands, sanitizer for the dirty bitches, lip balm, my keys that go to my office and everything else that I have keys for, lip gloss, 1,000 lip liners, and my keys to my car. Boom, there you have it. This is the perfume that I'm wearing today. Y'all know I got this from Greece. I also have the roll-on one, which y'all have seen already. I went back and got the bigger one because it was on sale. I'm not 100% sure if the roll-on that I got is the same scent as the bigger size. I don't know, but this one is black sugar and it smells so good. It smells like me, like my natural scent. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. So every day, well, not every day, baby, because this gotta last. Because like I said, you can only get it in Greece, Europe, over there. You can't get it here in the States. But I mean, I could, because somebody tweeted me and was like, Teaaaa made me go buy this perfume from Greece. So I'm assuming you probably can buy it online. So I guess I can buy it online if I need to, but it's just different when you just go over there and go get it. So if I run out, I'm gonna fly back to Greece and just go get it. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. Alrighty, y'all, it's time to head out. So y'all, I bought my big camera and my little camera because when I get out and do what I gotta do, I'm gonna switch to my little camera. Also, I bought me like suction mount because I feel like I haven't vlogged in my car or like just driving in a long ass time, and I want to start back doing it. So I needed to buy like a mount to kind of put my camera on, and this big ass camera ain't gonna work. So I got one for my smaller DJI. So when I'm driving, I can not film and drive because I'll obviously be focusing on the road. But yeah, I have my camera vlogging, wow, and I can be handless. That's the word for it. I can be handless. So like I got my thing right here for my phone when I'm driving. I have something hanging for my camera when I'm driving also. So my first stop will be to the dry cleaners. So let's head out. All right, y'all, so right now I'm at my next stop of running errands, and I am at the store because I'm finishing out my list for a supporter because I am getting her kids some back to school supplies, shoes, different stuff like that. So this is the checklist. I went to the store yesterday and got some of this stuff, and then I have maybe like 5 to 6 more things that was on the list that I still need to get. So paper towels was one, which I've never heard of paper towels for school. That's crazy. So thing on the list was disinfectant wipes, so got this. By the way, y'all, this is the last one on the shelf. Like, incredible. So as I am going through the list of the remaining things I gotta get, I'm checking it off. So I already got composition notebooks, check, color pencils, check, crayons, check, a pencil pouch, check, scissors, check, blunt cut, by the way, number 2 pencils, check, a box of 50, I already got that, 2 boxes of tissue, check, got headphones. So what left is copy paper, dry erase markers, glue sticks, and regular markers. All right, y'all, so I made it to my office. As you can see, I got packages that I gotta open up. I got mail that I gotta open up. I also have a few samples, y'all, from my manufacturers that I gotta open up because, you know, some nice things, some cute things are coming soon. So I gotta look at the samples. This mail here is just a whole bunch of invoices. Y'all, the crazy part about it, when I come back to my office and have packages, half the stuff I don't even know what it is. Like some things I know what I'm expecting, and some stuff I don't have no clue. And this is one of the ones where I have no clue what it is and who it's from. Oh wait, this is a big ass box. Y'all, it's a collaboration with Diesel and Melissa. What's the shoes? What's the shoes? Oh, these are cute. Look at these, y'all. Oh, these are so cute. So I tried them on, y'all, and they are really cute. I like them. Plus, I love thong sandals. So yeah, baby, these is cute. All right, so this is everything that I bought for one of my supporters, y'all. She has 2 kids. One is going to 1st grade, and then the other is a 3-year-old toddler. So it's a boy and a girl. So I got clothes, I got shoes, because the little girl is going back to school. These are the shoes. Ain't they so cute? So I got them from her, some snacks. Like I mentioned, all the supplies that I needed to get, I got all of that, some more clothes. And then I got this cute little backpack, y'all, because this was on the checklist, headphones. So this book bag came with headphones, which was on the checklist. The book bag, obviously. I got this water bottle, that was separately. And then it also came with a pencil pouch, which was also on the checklist. So yeah, that's basically like a 3-in-1. And so I got this wooden block thingy, learning blocks, Miss Rachel. I got that for the little boy, and then a whole bunch of clothes, and then black shoes, because y'all know kids. Yeah, I was gonna get white, but then I'm like, nah, black. Well, actually, I think I'm gonna put all the school supplies inside the backpack, and then everything else I'm gonna just put inside the 2 bags I got. So all the boy stuff is going in here, and all the girl stuff is going in here, and all her school supplies is gonna go in her backpack. Oh, it's 2. I didn't even realize that, y'all. It's actually 2. You see. All right, y'all. So I got all the bags packed up, the backpack and the 2, I don't know, gift bags, whatever you want to call it. But y'all, I got to show y'all this 2-piece sweat set, because obviously I had to get things that is kind of leading into fall, because it is currently August, and that means next month it's going to be September, and the month after that is going to be October, and the month after that is going to be November. So yes, had to get fall things as well. I got this little cute skirt. It's so cute. So baby, I got her some cute little fits. I basically kind of styled each look, so I kind of have maybe like 3 to 4 outfits in each bag, because I wanted to kind of get like a white shirt to match everything, but I also kind of wanted to have actual fits. And this was one, because I thought this was gonna be so cute for fall. It's so cute, y'all. And these match perfectly with her shoes. So bags are ready to go. Okay, y'all, so I have samples like I told y'all that I have to try for an upcoming lunch, but I kind of want to show y'all one pair from the sample, and y'all let me know. This is strictly for the YouTube fam only, baby. So this is like the sample, and the only thing that I would want to change for this is that I would want the lens clear. But if y'all think the lens should be dark, let me know. But this is them, and I just feel like this is so cute. Obviously too, I think I'm gonna end up doing gold and silver, but cause y'all know I'm a gold girly, but some people are silver girly, so you gotta cater to both. But y'all, what do you think? What would you change? What would you do differently? Or even comment below what you would want from Lorvae, Lorvae, copy your Pearl 335. It is currently 8 a.m. and like I said yesterday, my washer and dryer is being delivered today, and I have yet to clean out my freaking laundry room. And this is what it looks like. So I gotta take everything out so that it can bring my washer and dryer in. All right, y'all, so my laundry room is clean. This is the before. Renovation starting here. But first, like I said, my washer and dryer is about to be delivered. Alrighty, y'all, the washer and dryer is here. All right, y'all, so I've made it back home. I literally was in my office. Child, I don't even know. I was there for a while, baby. Just catching up on work and getting a lot of done. But now I am finally back home. And I honestly thought I was gonna be back home sooner than I expected, but being at the office definitely took some time. And I'm out of breath. So then I'm back, I'm about to change because I need to, well, actually I'm gonna start with the kitchen first, because I honestly feel like when I'm kind of like in my space, my kitchen, in my room is like priority when it comes to being clean 24/7. Like it has to stay clean, and right now it's not. So I gotta get that in order first. All right, y'all, before we continue with the rest of the vlog, I wanna give a big shout out to Factor for sponsoring this portion of the video. So if you don't know what Factor is, Factor makes hitting your nutrition goals easy with fresh, dietitian approved meals meals delivered right to your front doorstep. So y'all know me personally, I travel a lot and I'm always on the go. So like I mentioned, I am currently getting back home and kind of getting back into my routine, and I have a lot of stuff that I gotta get done and a lot of stuff that I gotta do. So your girl don't really have time to cook. And that's why Factor comes in clutch, because your girl ain't gotta go to the grocery store. I don't have to spend time cooking or figuring out what I'm gonna eat, because I usually do it every day. And y'all, I'm trying to cut down on eating out, but since I can't necessarily cook right now because I have a lot to get done and I don't have time to be cooking in my kitchen over the stove, Factor is it. So y'all, they also have snacks. So if you don't have time to really warm up a meal, you can just get a juice and go. And I'm usually running around all day like today, and I kind of find myself eating super late. And so that is another thing that I love about Factor, because it cuts out all the hassle. I don't gotta clean up, I ain't gotta wash no dishes. All I gotta do is warm it up and eat it, baby. So some of the meals I have right now, because I gotta figure out what I'm about to eat before I finish cleaning up or start cleaning up, because I haven't started. I got stroganoff style beef burger, chipotle spiced potatoes and pepper bowl, bacon and onion pork tenderloin. Okay. Ooh, green goddess chicken. Any, mini, money, mo. Catch a picket by so if you gotta let it go. Me, mo. This is the one I wanted anyways. And y'all also know I don't like leftover food, and that's the thing about Factor, baby. Food is fresh, never frozen. Eat up. That's code 50DEO at factor75.com, or click the link below to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. And again, I want to give a big thank you to Factor for sponsoring this portion of the video. As you can see, your girl made a happy plate, so now I can finally get to cleaning up. So y'all know I love Olipop's, right? And I was saying to myself how they need to come out with a pineapple flavor, like a pineapple Fanta. And baby, when I went to the store the other day, look at what was there. Pineapple, baby. Pineapple paradise. And when I say 10 out of 10, baby, I mean 10 out of 10. So right now it's currently running a test cycle, and they told me I have 2 weeks to, like, I guess hit them up if anything go wrong. I do have insurance, and I'm also not hoping anything goes wrong, so we should be good. But the wash and dryer is here, y'all. It looks so good, and I'm so excited because now I finally can do my laundry room, because originally what I was gonna do was kind of start the build of my laundry room before the wash and dry, but I'm like, that doesn't make sense. So I'm like, I might as well just go ahead and get my wash and dry, and then they just build around it. So yeah, this is up next. Also, I'm gonna have to get used to this, because I'm used to like the wash and dryer, the buttons being on here already, but since this is like touchscreen or whatever, everything is like on this thing in the middle. Same thing with the dryer as well. All right, y'all, so let's clean up. I'm gonna start in my kitchen and then work my way up. So let's get it. So kitchen is checked off the to-do list. That is done. Now I'm about to get my room in order. I got my luggages and I have my other luggage. All 3 of them, y'all. That's the thing when you're gone for so long traveling, you have to unpack. But it's not the unpacking that's the problem. It's the when you gotta unpack multiple suitcases. That is the issue. But guess what? I'm gonna continue to do so. I'm gonna continue to overpack. Well, I don't feel like I overpacked this trip. I mean, I probably will say I had maybe 4 to 5 outfits I did not wear. And that is good. So one thing I'ma always do, y'all, is have random to stuff my bags with. Cause one thing I do not like is like my bags looking flat. So I put random to just stuff it in there. So I keep like paper or like dust bags or anything I can find. Walmart bags, grocery bags, whatever it is. Kroger, baby, it don't matter. A bag is going in here. right, y'all, so these, remember I was telling you about the bags that I got in London. These are the ones, like I said, I still got the navy blue one. So me and my best friend is twins. And then this is the one I was telling y'all about that was like a fall color that I had to have for the fall. Ugh, look at y'all. Isn't she just so cute? Like, baby, this is just perfect for the fall. I cannot wait. And what I really wish Longchamp had was like scraps so that I can not always have to hold the bag like this. But I can also just, maybe it's a way I can finesse it or something. But here it is, y'all. In this color. See why I said I had to get it? So I unpacked all my luggage, and now I like to get my shot glasses out so that I can put them up in this little designated stash. Probably on TikTok, y'all, I do like a full haul of like all the shot glasses I got, because I really don't even know what I have or what I don't have. And I was just thinking about it random that I don't even know if I have a Paris shot glass. And I know I've been to Paris, but I don't know if I even got one. But this is my one from Ireland. I actually got 3 because they won't sell. So I got that one, and then I got this one. Isn't it so cute? They like literally have everything. And then this one. Ain't they cute? So the one y'all just seen says Ireland, and this one says Dublin, which was the actual part of Ireland that I went to. But my shot glasses go down here. So this is some of my shot glasses. It's not even all of them. That's Montreal. I don't even know what this shot glass is from. St. Lucia, Bahamas, Seychelles, New York, obviously, Thailand. I gotta do a full shot glass haul of all my shot glasses. I have more in this cabinet down here, but I have to organize them. I'll probably do it on my Snapchat. Oh, I had one from Naples. So y'all already seen the one I got from Naples. I showed y'all in the vlog, and if you ain't watched the vlog, click it out here, go watch that one. Then come back here, thank you. I really wanna count these, but I don't feel like counting right now. Baby, isn't that so lit? I'm so excited that I started collecting shot glasses. You know how you go places and you like, what can I get besides stamps, obviously, because the passport is really the mother souvenir, baby. But you think about like, what can I collect? And you know, some people collect keychains, some people collect, I don't know, shot glasses as well. But I knew for a fact shot glasses was like what I wanted to collect, because I just feel like it's just so cool to have a shot glass. And it's small, so it ain't nothing big you gotta bring home every time. All right, y'all, so my house is clean, I'm unpacked. And if you know, baby, like when you have a clean house, you have a clear mind. So I just feel good. So now your girl is about to finally do my sit down, because I feel like I haven't done this in a while. I feel like I haven't talked to y'all in a while, and I'm just like, yeah, it's time for a life update. I know I pop back out with like my little travel vlogs or whatever, but this is gonna make up for it, because it's time for a life update. It's time for me to update y'all, talk to y'all like we on FaceTime, baby, because I feel like I haven't done it in a while. So let me get my wine. I have 2 new ones, y'all. Let me show y'all. Hold up. So y'all know I like sweet shit. So I have, wait, this is pineapple. This is not what I got. This is supposed to be mango. Y'all, this is supposed to be mango. This is not supposed to be pineapple. This is not new. I've actually had this before, but the cranberry is new. And I was gonna be like, which one I should do? And I was gonna mimo it, which I'm still am, but I know I'm gonna do this one because I've already had this one. So I got my 2 wines. Anywho, I'm gonna do the mango, y'all. This one is going back because I'm exchanging it for the actual mango one. Let me get my wine glass. And you wanna know what's so funny, y'all? Literally, the only time I really just drink wine casually is when I'm on a vlog or something. Like when I'm talking to y'all, doing this little sit down, or just randomly when I'm vlogging, like when I had a long day or something. But like on a casual day, y'all, I do not drink wine at my home. When these go empty, it will literally take a long time actually, because I really would have the same one from the last time, but it would take a while unless like people are coming over my house and they want it. But fun fact. Cheers. And y'all know I love cranberry anything, so I'm really excited to Smell good. It smells like a cranberry ginger ale. If you know, you know, or cranberry Sprite. This is exactly what this smells like. But I'm super excited to taste this. Alrighty, y'all. So I'm gonna do something a little different because, you know, usually I'm just sitting down in my chair. But I'm like, baby, let me get in my bed because I really don't feel like just sitting down. I want to lay down. I want to be in my bed. And it's kind of like if you was here in my room and we was just talking, or if I just called you on FaceTime or whatever. Yeah. I just realized I'm not gonna have nowhere to put my wine, so let me prop her up so I can have somewhere to sit her at. So this is why I needed my little stand in the bed, because if I want to sit my cup down while I'm in the bed, I can do that. So if you are 21 and up, then grab you some wine or whatever, baby. I also know your girl is international and I have supporters all over the world, and some countries allow you to drink at 18, starting at 18. So yeah, but right here in the United States of America, 21 and up. Let me take a sip. I feel like I haven't done a life update in a while, and I asked y'all on Snapchat and Instagram, so I collected a few questions or whatever you want to call it on both platforms to answer. Okay, here we go. Life update questions. And baby, when I say it's a ton. So I'm just gonna get into it. What is the first question? And a lot of y'all, one girl in particular, y'all, she asked about 15 questions. Like, I just seen her profile picture on Instagram more than once. I gotta find her name, but if you know who you are, if you left more than one question when I asked this, for y'all to pretty much ask life update questions, and then baby, I'm talking to you. Become a journalist, please, because the questions were great questions. It's like I was sitting in an interview, and usually when I do interviews, this kind of what it felt like. The questions that you asked, it felt as though someone was asking me. Well, obviously someone was asking them to me, but like it felt like a journalist, like you was meant for, not just somebody asking me questions on Instagram. Like the questions were real, well put together. Was it Chat GPT? I don't know. All right, y'all, let me take a little sip first. Baby, they say it's like actual cranberry, like you can really taste the cranberry in there. All right, y'all, so the first question is, what can we expect in the coming months brand wise? And if you don't know what brand she's talking about my brand, Lorvae, copy your pill 234. And if you ain't familiar with it, baby, then get familiar with it. And to answer your question, it's a lot in the upcoming months that's coming for Lorvae. I'll give y'all a hint. So one of the things I will say, one of the hints will be September, okay? And I will say 2.0, if you know, you know. So that was kind of a lot of questions in regards to my brand, so I kind of answered them all together. But to answer your question, like I said, yes, it's things coming up. And yes, I do have collabs coming also. And when I say collabs, I mean collabs with people, individuals, and collabs with brands. Yeah. So the next question was, how did it feel to revisit Greece again? Was it a weird feeling? Short answer, no, it was not a weird feeling. A lot of people actually asked something similar to this, and a lot of people DM'd me when I posted my pictures and was just asking me like, was it a weird feeling? Were you afraid to go back? And stuff like that. And I did respond to a comment on one of my pictures that I posted, and I was just like, all jokes, but what the Greece to me? But no, y'all, it was not a weird feeling. It was actually a great feeling. I had a great time. Greece, Santorini in general is like a beautiful country. Greece in general is a beautiful country, but Santorini to be exact, because that's where I went back, baby, beautiful, 10 out of 10. I would definitely visit again. I know you traveled a lot this year. What would you say your favorite place to visit was to visit? I'm assuming throughout my travel this year. And surprisingly, y'all, Paris is up there. And I think it was because I had actually good food, and usually when I go to Paris, I don't have good food, so that probably contribute to that. I would say Paris was a vibe, and I also think that maybe the setting and like things that I did when I was there, it was just different. Like it was just a different feeling. Like, I don't know, usually when I go to Paris, I don't really be excited to go to Paris. I'd like to see the Eiffel Tower. Paris is a great place to shop, but like, every day, I'm like, But this go round, I'm like, baby, Paris, you'll see me again. I'll be back. And it would actually be a place where I'll be like, okay, I want to go back to. Paris is a place that I never would be like, I want to go back, or I'll be excited to go back. But this go round, I don't know. It was just a different experience, something about it. And I'm just like, I actually love Paris. But also, y'all, Ireland, baby, let me tell you something. The people there is just top tier. I thought that like Japan and Thailand, Bahamas, I thought those places had nice people, but baby, Ireland is top of the top. Like when I say it was just, I felt at home, honestly. Like the people are just so nice, so sweet, so turned, so lit. Like everything about Ireland, I loved everything about Ireland. So I would say those would probably be the top two. The next question is, what's the next home project? And you know what's so funny, y'all? As I'm filming this today, the next home project, the next renovations and construction actually starts tomorrow. And that is kind of like, how can I explain it? Studio / office / sauna. Yeah, I'm getting a sauna in my house, accent walls, studio vibe. Yeah, all of that. That's kind of like what's coming. That's what's starting tomorrow. And also kind of getting my laundry room in order, as I have now my washer and dryer, so I can really get it cracking. This is a good question actually. What's your best memory for the year so far? And you know, y'all, we are in August, and I just feel like this year has flown by so fast. I would say one of my favorite memories would probably be celebrating 50th out the country. Like, that was just like a core memory, and I just feel like that doesn't happen every day because you don't turn 50 every day, and you damn sure don't celebrate 50 Cent 50th birthday with him every day either. So I would definitely say that, because it was just such a vibe. Like, it was just, I loved everything about it. So I would say that's probably one of my best memories this year. I would also say one of my favorite memories this year is walking in New York Fashion Week for Adore Me, because I've never like done runway, and that was just the first time I ever did it, and I was nervous as shit, y'all. I knew I was gonna kill it because like I'm just a confident ass, and I just know that things is gonna always be up for me. So, but I was nervous, to say the least. But after I did it, I was just like, wow, I can't believe I did that. So I would say that was probably another memory that I loved this year. Someone asked, do you still want a lot of kids? Oh, so this question is different. Nobody has ever asked, do I still want a lot of kids? People do ask me, do I still want kids? And the answer is always gonna be yes. I don't understand why y'all would think that would change. But I mean, could you imagine, like, it has to be another deer somewhere on this earth, please. Who am I gonna show the ranks to, whether that's a girl or a boy? Now, do I still want a lot of kids? That may have changed over time, I will say. I think 2. Originally, I wanted 5 kids, but I think I'm 2. 2 boys, I would be good with. Love it. Or a boy and a girl. I don't know. I don't care. Whatever God blesses me with. All right. Someone said, update on how many countries have you been to and the next places. Honestly, I'm going to be real with y'all. I do not know how many countries I've visited in my lifetime. I haven't really just sat down and really calculated all the places I've been. But what I can say is that I did visit every single continent minus Antarctica and Australia. I do have plans to go to Australia. Antarctica, I don't know. We'll see. Because I mean, it would be lit and dope as fuck if I just visit every single last continent, because who you know, I'll wait. So last part of the question, next places. So the remaining of this year, I do have plans to visit 3 more countries this year. We in August, like I said. The end of the year, I'm super excited about that country I'm going to. Let's just say it's in the continent of Africa. You guess which country I'm going to, but the continent is Africa. The next question, did you ever think that you would be successful as you are? I mean, honestly, where I'm at in life, I think that it is one of those things where I'll be like, damn, like, you really did it. Like, you really did it. But I think that I know I was just destined for this life. So eventually it would have came, just like, you know, today, in this present day. You know, your girl is here where she at, super blessed, super grateful. So yeah, like, I was destined for it. I was destined to be something great always. So yeah. How are you enjoying your new home, even though you barely... Yo, am I barely home? I would say I am barely home, but when I am home, I am enjoying my new house. I love it. Yeah, so I mean, short answer is yes. When I am home, I am loving my home. Yes, I'm loving every part of it. I think the best part that I am liking about being a homeowner is just doing whatever you want to do, changing whatever you want to change, knocking down a wall, changing paint color, whatever you want to do, putting up pictures or drilling a hole. Like, you're not renting, so you really can just do whatever you want to do when you're a homeowner. I think that's probably my favorite part, and just seeing all the different things that I want done in my home, seeing it transform. Like, that's probably one of my favorite parts about it. As you know, I am super excited about the start of the next projects, which is happening tomorrow. The next question, oh, this is a good question. How do you balance having a private relationship and fighting to post the cute moments? I don't fight to post cute moments. I post what I want to post. But like I said before in a video a long time ago, I don't have any desire to showcase my relationship or just broadcast my relationship if it's a couple channel. I've done it, been there, done it. I don't want to do it again. This is my world. This is my life. This is my channel. This is my job. This is my work. and it's gonna continue that. I like that. I like things to be separate. So did that answer the question? How do you balance it? I balance it by posting what I want to post. Like I said, oh yeah, I'll post the arm. Oh yeah, I'll post this, I'll post that. But like, it's not that I don't have couple pictures. It's just like, I just choose not to post them. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I probably would do that when I'm married. So if you see a post of me and someone hugged up, like an actual post, not nothing blurred out, baby, then 9 times out of 10 I am married. So yeah, that has not changed. What's the one thing that keeps you motivated to do more for yourself? I would say what keeps me motivated to just do better for myself is just realizing that it's more out there in life, and I know that that's what I want. Where I'm at in life right now is great. I'm super grateful, and I've learned to live in the moment, and I learned to not be like, okay, it's time for me to do this, this, and this, and this. I kind of just learned to live in the moment. But I think that regardless of that, I see so much more that I want to do, so much more that I just want to accomplish. And I think that me not yet hitting certain goals that I want to hit is what keeps me motivated to do more for myself, if that makes sense. It's so much more out there that I want to obtain and achieve. And it's just like, you got to continue to work hard, and you got to continue to drive yourself and get it done. So I feel like knowing that it's so much more that I want to do, that is what keeps me motivated. Oh, somebody said, will you ever come to the Caribbean to participate in Carnival? Yes. Somebody said Trinidad and Tobago. Actually, that is definitely on the list. Someone said, what's a soul mission you think you're here to fulfill? Oh, this is such a great question, because someone else also asked me, do I feel like I am kind of living in my purpose? And I would say 100%. I feel like I have fulfilled the mission that I was meant to fulfill, and that is to give people hope. I would say, based on a lot of stories that I have heard, a lot of people that I have encountered, a lot of conversations that I have had, I definitely think that my sole purpose and my mission on this earth is to strictly inspire others and give other people an outlet in a voice, I would say, would not necessarily happen to do it themselves, if that makes sense. So for example, I met a supporter at my New York City pop-up shop. I don't know why I feel like I'm about to cry, child, but I met a supporter at my New York pop-up shop, and she was mentioning how she was diagnosed with cancer. And she was saying that she watched all of my videos during like her treatments, like chemo and all of that stuff. And she was just saying like, you helped me through that. And so she was saying that watching my videos helped her through obviously that hard time in her life. And I just think that it's so many stories that I've heard like that. And I just think that what I'm doing and what I was put on this earth to do is bigger than just shoot content or travel around the world and, you know, do these things. Like, yes, it's great. Yes, I get paid to do it, but I think that it's bigger than that. Like, I feel like my content and my videos, it touch people on a whole different level that I can't even imagine outside of when people tell me. And I just think it's so much more to it. And I just honestly think that that was my soul mission. And I feel like I am fulfilling it. Do I think that it's completely fulfilled? No, it's so much more to do, it's so much more to get done. But I think that I am living in, you know, my path and what I was meant to do. And so that's kind of like the question where someone asked me, do I feel like I'm walking in my purpose or still discovering it? So yes, I definitely think that I've already figured out my niche and like my purpose in life, and I'm definitely fulfilling it, and I'm definitely doing it. So I don't think I'm still discovering it. Someone said, what's one thing you learned in silence that the world couldn't teach you? Oh, baby, that is a good question. I think it's a lot, but one of the things I would say that something the world cannot teach you, honestly, is something that you just have to learn for yourself, and you honestly have to learn it in silence. But I think that 3 words, power in silence. Like, there's power in silence always. And I've learned that in silence. And that's definitely something the world cannot teach you. I think it has to be self-taught, and I think that is something that you would have to kind of dig deeper in to kind of realize, because I feel like a lot of people always feel the need that they have to defend themselves, have to, you know, always respond to things. But I think that it is power in silence, and I think there is power in not always feeling obligated to, you know, defend yourself or defend people. Like, I think that just learning to sit back and watch life unfold, I think it's so much power in it. So, and I don't think that it's something that the world can teach you. It's something that you honestly will have to learn on your own. Oh, someone said, what's the title of this chapter of your life called? Oh, y'all, wait. Because I literally just said this the other day. Hold up. You know how like when you kind of in a story, you reading a book or you watching a movie and you have the plot and then you have the conclusion and all of that stuff? Wait. So I think that the era I am currently in is rising action. So Google what that means, or I can put the definition. Editors, if you're watching, pop up the definition. But I think that's the era I'm in. Yeah, that's the one. Someone said, how do you know someone is genuine with you? I think that that's all in the guts, in the mind. I feel like having discernment it's a gift and a curse sometimes. But I think that that's really how you know. Like whatever your heart is telling you, whatever your gut is feeling, then boom. If your gut is telling you that something is off about a person or about anything, then better believe it. Someone said, if you could give your younger self advice, what would it be? I think if I could tell my younger self something, I would tell them it's okay to start over, 100%. Because I was always a person that didn't like change. I was afraid to have change in my life. But if I was to sit down right now and tell my younger self, I would say it's okay to start over. It's okay for things to change. It's okay to change. I think that's one of the things I would tell my younger self. Someone said, what's one non-negotiable in your friendships or relationships? Ooh, that's good. I would say one of my non-negotiables, like it ain't up for debate, baby, is probably being self-sufficient. That would probably be a non-negotiable. Like that's the non-negotiable. Because I feel like for me, when I go into situations, whether that's friendships or relationships, I don't depend on people. Like obviously when you are dating or when you have friendships, it's some level of dependency, but I think that, like I said, it's levels to it. So when you are fully dependent on someone for every single thing, then yeah, no. I'm not coming in a friendship or relationship like that, so I don't expect anybody else to come into a friendship or relationship with me like that. So that would definitely be a non-negotiable because I have no kids. So that means what? I ain't taking care of nobody. Okay, until I do. What's your love language these days? To others and yourself. Gift giving. That's been my love language lately, for myself and for others. But I feel like also another one for others is probably physical touch, because I am a person, it's just, I don't know, like if you know, you know. If you are that friend who don't really like affection, then please step to the forefront, because that is me. But I think that me and my best friend literally was having this talk when we were on a plane leaving Cabo for my brand trip, and we was just like, we really not them type of people. We don't really like affection. And we was just like, I don't understand. Like, it's just how we, you know, grew up. Like I grew up with a lot of love, but I did grow up with like my mom. She wasn't like the mom that just always hug you, and you know what I'm saying? Like we hug, yes. And obviously it's different now, but I think that I'm just a person who never really liked affection. Like I don't really just like people touching on me. So I feel like that is a love language that I've definitely been loving lately, to give to others and to receive, because usually I'm just like a person that like, no. What's something you've built that you're really proud of? My house. Me. Top two. Number one would be me. Number two would be my house. Oh, and my brand. What? Matter of fact, let me do that again. Actually, it's no top. So I would just say those are my top three. My home, me, and my brand. And one can say that myself is the brand, but I'm not talking about myself as the brand. I'm talking about my actual brand. Someone asks, how do I live a stress-free life? And I'm gonna say this, baby. It's no such thing. It is no such thing as living a stress-free life. If anything, your girl is always stressed. Like it's always something, whether that's my brand, whether that's my employees, whether that's family, whether that's friends, whether that's relationship, baby, it's always something. And I think that it's not realistic to live a life without stress. I think that you just have to learn how to balance it. It's gonna always be obstacles and it's gonna always be adversity in life, but I think that it's just how you manage it and how you handle it. So yeah, it's no such thing as a stress-free life at all. Do you plan on launching lip gloss and a liner line? I'll buy. That's interesting. I wonder why you said that. Okay. Someone said, are you still considering living in another state? I do. I am bi-coastal, y'all. I think I've already said this on Snapchat, but yes, I am bi-coastal. So I currently already live in multiple states actually. The next question is, how's your mental health? I would say on a scale of 10, because y'all know I always do a little scaly scale. On a scale of 10, my mental health right now, as of today, would probably be a solid 8. I think my mental health is a good 8. I feel like it's so much that happens in life that you kind of just don't really prepare yourself for. You know, it's like I said, it's a lot that comes with life. You kind of living it. It's everybody's first time on this earth, and you kind of just figuring out how to necessarily navigate it. I think I am in a good headspace. I think that I know how to regulate my emotions really well sometimes, one can say. Yeah. The next question, how have you been processing the loss of your granny and granddaddy? Are you okay? The short answer is no, I'm not okay. I just kind of, not necessarily, I wouldn't say I suppress my feelings, because I don't, because I feel like when I need to cry or when I'm just going through those motions of grief, because obviously grief, it doesn't have no timeline. I don't think that it will be ever a day that I am alive on this earth that I will be okay with knowing that, child, I can't. That's why I don't like talking about this, because honestly, every time I talk about it, it would never get easy, honestly. But I think that, like I said, it's never a day that I am living and breathing on this earth that it will go by that I would never, ever, 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 ever be okay without my grandparents. So I guess that's how you answer that. I mean, that's just a simple answer to it. Like they say, like grief, it really doesn't have a timeline. Honestly, I just learned to kind of think about the memories, the good times. I think about them just kind of just watching me and guiding me through life. I know they are. I know they are proud of me. I know they were proud of me. So that's a great feeling that I hold close to myself, knowing that like my grandparents were extremely proud of me. They, you know, watched me accomplish so much throughout my life. So that's just something that I think about. But processing it has not been processed, baby. Still processing it, and still will forever be processing. I just don't, because I never imagined a life without them, and I never want to. Someone asks, are you happy? And the short answer yet again is yes, 100%. I am generally happy because I am happy in real life. Like, I feel like a lot of times people depend on a way that it looks on social media, but don't necessarily do the work to be generally happy outside of social media and outside of how you are perceived. But I think that in real life, I am happy. Outside of like what I go through when it comes to just going through grief, I'm happy. Like, I am so happy. I'm happy with where I'm at in life. I'm happy with life. I'm happy with myself. I'm happy in general. Like, I'm just happy all around. Like, yes, ma'am, I am happy. Yep. And that's honestly the best compliment, because a lot of people do be like, I noticed that you seem happier and you look happier, like your energy, I feel it. Yes, that's a compliment, because baby, you are on it. You are on to something, because I am very much so happy. Someone said, how has being a successful business owner changed your life, good or bad? Oh, that is a good question, y'all. I'll say for the good, obviously, I'm kind of like, this is my brand is a passion. Like, it's something that I care about deeply, and it's something that I actually love and something that I actually enjoy. So I think that that's how being a successful business owner has been like a reward, because it's actually something that I enjoy doing. So getting rewarded for that makes it even better, because it's like I generally love doing this. Like, I love my brand. I love being an owner of a brand. So yeah, I feel like being a business owner and being an entrepreneur in general, it's always kind of like fluctuating. It has its ups, it has its downs. I think that, and I'm not talking about money wise, I'm just talking about in general. Like, you have times where it's like, okay, like I mentioned before, if you like me, I am very much a visionary. And when I vision things, I just want to see it through. So like, obviously when you are a business owner, and obviously with life, things don't always go as planned. So sometimes you have to, you know, pivot, you have to do things differently. And I would say that's kind of like the bad part of it. And also kind of having to be a leader, which it's not a bad thing to be a leader, but I think for me, because honestly, I feel like a misconception that people may have is that, like, I don't know, I never gotten this either, but like, people may assume that, oh, like, how are you as a boss, or how are you as a CEO? Like, people, how they perceive those people in those roles to be like, I don't know, but that's just, I'm the complete opposite. And I feel like when I have to step into their role of discipline and holding people accountable, it kind of is more of a, not anymore, but like the first time I actually had to fire somebody, it wasn't because I wanted to. And I just think that I care about people's feelings, and it's just like, but I'm also a person that, like, when it comes to my business, I do not play. So it's just like hard to kind of navigate both feelings and being like, you know, an empath on like how this person would feel, but also kind of like it's business. I would say that's kind of like the bad part of it all. Like, I don't necessarily like firing people. I fired 3 people in my time of running a successful business. Like, I've had to fire maybe 3 people, and it's never easy. But I think that that's probably the thing that I just never imagined and never looked forward to. So when the time actually came and it actually presented itself, mind you, like I said, it was never something that I wanted to do, but business is business. Someone said, do you plan on getting another kitty? And the answer to that is, honestly, I would say no, but I don't really know. Do I plan on getting another animal? Yes, I want a dog, because now that I have a house, I want a puppy. But y'all know, like, my cat, Penny, to be exact, y'all don't have 2, Penny and Pierre, but that girl, Penelope child, I don't even know if she will allow me to have a dog, and I don't know if that will be the best thing for her mentally and the dog. So I don't know, we'll see. Do you plan on opening up another business? Yes, I do, actually. Details. Someone said, are you happy? So this is kind of like the same question, but not, but it says, are you happy with the life you're living? And to answer that question, I would say it's the life that I was destined for. So of course I'm happy. Someone said, new dream destination since you've already been to Japan. And if y'all know, Japan, Tokyo, Japan was my ultimate dream vacation. I would be like, bro, I don't have nowhere in this world that I want to go but Japan. And y'all know I went there for my 28th birthday. So now, new dream destination, I would probably say it would have to be either Singapore or South Korea. Those would probably be my next dream vacations. But like, I don't know, y'all, I just feel like I went to my dream vacation. Like, I've always talked about Japan. Like, that's always been somewhere that I just had to go, and it was like a dream for forever, and I done it. So now it's kind of like, it's a lot of countries that I want to visit, still a lot of countries I want to visit, yes, but like dream destination, I feel like Japan was it. Someone said, favorite thing about life currently? I would say my favorite thing about life currently is just living in the moment. I think that is like my favorite thing to do in life. Is just live in the moment and then just enjoy and kind of just let my hair down. I feel like I mention all the time, like, I'm a perfectionist, so it's kind of hard to not overthink things and not overthink in general. So just living in the moment and just letting my hair down and really just living life, I feel like that's probably my favorite thing about life currently. Just being lit, baby. Like, I don't know. Child, I gotta turn on my light because I've been talking so much. It ain't got dark, child. So we gotta turn on the light. But I have maybe 3 to 4 questions left, I think. So let's see. All right, so someone said, what's something you do off camera that you don't do on camera? That's actually a great question. I've never ever had somebody ask that. Ironically, no one has ever asked this question, which it's kind of crazy because I feel like someone would want to know because y'all are nosy. But something that I do off camera that I don't do on camera, let's just say things that's legal here in Los Angeles, I do that. But it's not smoke, because I do not smoke. I don't puff. I don't do anything. I don't do that. I don't put any smoke in my lungs. But use your imagination. And if you are an adult, and if you are in California, and you know the things that are legal, then yeah. So that's something that I do off camera that I don't post on camera. We need the tea on the lawsuit. Child. So if you don't know, which you probably do, but if you don't, I am currently suing my ex. Well, I did sue my ex. And you know, when you do a lawsuit, the next step after you file the lawsuit, you have to serve someone. And that has not yet happened yet. So that's currently where we at. So that's basically the update, trying to necessarily serve the person. But my lawyer actually emailed me the other day, and she was just basically saying like, this person is currently couch surfing. And so when someone don't necessarily have a address like no bills in their name, no house, nothing is in their name, it's kind of hard to serve them. Basically what I'm trying to say, like when someone is living one way on social media and a completely different life in real life, it's kind of hard to serve them. But I mean, it's all good. It will happen. Someone said justice for Teaaaa, indeed. Because one thing about it, baby, you can run from me, but you can't run from me actually. You can run from me, but one thing you can't outrun is the IRS. So I mean, hey, slammer, but I mean, that's fine. Like obviously when people can lie. So when you go to somebody and you try to serve somebody and somebody say they don't live here, they can lie and there's nothing you can do about it. So, I mean, it is what it is. The next question, cause this was funny. So this was just a funny question and I just had to put it in here. So someone said, the girlies wanna know, the girlies want to know what she was doing in that pool in Santorini. Well, I kind of reworded that. They said, word from word, bar from bar, the girls want to know what was going on in that pool in Santorini. And I mean, grown folks' business, adult things. Because somebody also asked me as well, am I celibate? No, I'm not celibate, y'all. I didn't wait for marriage. I'm not waiting for marriage. I'm not waiting to be married to do that. No, I'm not celibate. And in the pool, it was adult things happening, yes. All right, y'all, so the next question and the last question, someone said, what do you think about haters saying you're boring? First of all, I don't have haters, y'all. I don't believe in haters. Like, I don't have haters. Like, I feel as though if you consider someone a hater, that means that they are a person that love you or want to love you. Me personally, I don't think I have haters. Everyone loves me. I think everyone adores D. All I see is love, so I don't necessarily, I mean, ironically, my best friend sent me this TikTok, and it's a girl who's made a TikTok about me multiple times. I reposted her, and her TikToks really be lit, so shout out to her. So I'm gonna place her TikTok on this video so y'all can listen to it or hear what she had to say. But I'm gonna let that play. And then I'm coming.
Teaaaa Taylor being called boring just goes to show that y'all really just don't understand the level that she's at. Miss Mamas has a real fan base. There is a real population of people who genuinely just want to know what she eats. What is Teaaaa Taylor doing today? She has cultivated a true following of people who are genuinely interested in Teaaaa Taylor. Y'all be confusing her with the girlies who are still growing or girlies who just simply don't have the loyal fan base that Teaaaa Taylor does. Teaaaa Taylor is exactly who she thinks she is, and y'all cannot accept that. Just like any other celebrity figure, once you reach a certain level, you don't really got to do the most. You have built a fan base of people who literally just want to know what you're eating, what you're doing, what you just bought. She can literally sit there and organize her house because guess what? There's a population of people who genuinely just want to see Teaaaa do that. And I think that is probably what bothers people. Y'all call her boring, but Teaaaa Taylor is smart. She knows what the people want, what her target audience wants to see. Those are the people that she continues to feed. And then anyone who backs her up or supports her, y'all be like, oh, y'all just fangirling. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with being a fan of a fellow creator who is doing the damn thing. Teaaaa went from content creator, like YouTuber, to businesswoman. Be for real. Even if you don't like her, you have to give her her flowers. You know how they say it's not about your follower count or views, it's about your connection with your community? Teaaaa has that, and she has that in the bag. Not only because she's just like a great creator and she shows just enough of her life to make us feel connected to her, but she's been doing this since she was like, I think, a teenager, right? Teaaaa's fan base is solid. And that's why no matter how comfortable or no matter how chill her videos become over time, there's still a large population of people who are going to show up, watch, and support. People who are just like overnight sensations, they don't have that real, true fan base.
I don't look at it as negativity. I don't look at anybody who's calling me boring as a hater. Like I said, everyone loves me. All I see is love. All I receive is love. I mean, when I'm looking at my comments on YouTube, when I'm looking at my comments on my Instagram, I don't see that. So, and I think that her video really kind of sums it up. I think that in life you do outgrow things, and that's the point of life. I feel as though, like, for me personally and the support system that I have around me, we are kind of like growing up together. So the people who's been with me then, now, and who's gonna be with me later down the future and on and on and on and on and on and forever, we just gonna grow together. I believe that people who necessarily think that they can't relate to someone anymore is because they feel as though they can't achieve what they've already achieved. I think that a lot of people watch me because they are inspired by me. They want the life that I live, or they, you know, aspire to be a successful business owner or aspire to be someone who travels around the country. That's why I feel like some people do watch me. And also, I am a light, I feel, in a world that's so dark. So I think that's a positive thing. Like, I do believe that like you necessarily outgrow people and you don't necessarily watch people you've watched as a kid. But I mean, hey, it is what it is, baby. But I think that for me personally, the content that I make and the things that I create are for my support system and the people that watch me. Like, people watch me, so I do what they like. I do what they want to see, and they watch it. So if someone considers me boring, then I mean, that's fine. That's an opinion, and I think that that's perfectly okay. I think that some people achieve to live a boring life. I mean, traveling the world, owning a business, doing whatever you want to do, making your own time, waking up when you want to wake up, deciding to not do anything, deciding to just, tomorrow I'm gonna go to Dubai. Like, some people want to achieve to live that boring life. But I think that sometimes people confuse boring with peace, and that's okay. But I think that the people that watch me, because people watch me. I've been in the game since I was 18, and I just think that like 18 me and 29-year-old me is completely different people. And I think that people who watch me then can't necessarily transition because they can't necessarily grow. Like, I've grown, and I feel like you become stagnant and you can't relate to somebody that you feel as though has outgrown you. And if I've outgrown you, it ain't nothing I can do about it. That's in life, that's in relationships, that's in anything. So take that advice for yourself as well. If you feel as though you've outgrown people, or people has feel as though you've outgrown them, it's nothing you can do about it, and it's nothing against you. I'll just say that. But yeah. I had to down it before this video ended. But that is wrapping up this life update. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I have another video kind of similar to this, but different and more interesting that I want to do. And I literally been sitting on it, but since I was traveling, I haven't necessarily got around to it. But yes, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this life update. I love you all, OGs, and I'm excited for what's to come because there's so much that's coming, and I'm excited. So stay tuned, and I love y'all so much. Also, y'all, I do, while I'm already kind of like doing a life update and kind of talking to y'all, I do want to kind of do a PSA because one of my supporters did DM me, and it's so funny, y'all, because this supporter in particular DM me on my main page and my spam page, but I have my DMs off on my spam page, and ironically that DM came in. So I'm like, maybe this was meant for me to see. But I kind of just want to put y'all on alert, and I want to kind of remind y'all to please be responsible. Please make sure you are doing your due diligence. Do not, when I say do not send people money, do not send people money, because you will get scammed. Do not do it. Like, I don't care who it is. I don't care if the person has 1 trillion followers. I don't care if you trust the person or you think you trust the person. Do not do it. Please make sure you are doing your due diligence and do not get scammed. Thank you, because I love y'all. So if you are looking and you see somebody is selling get rich quick scheme, do not fall for it, because you cannot get rich overnight, and you cannot turn $200 into $50,000. Do not fall for it. So my supporter did say I can display her message because she was, you know, wanting me to kind of put the message out there to warn other people, but she did not want her name to be shown, and I'm going to respect that. But yeah, I'm just letting y'all know that please be careful. I understand, and I get that, you know, it's a lot of people out here. It's baby time. Like, the world is in a different place now. Things are changing, and I get that some people are out here, you know, just trying to, you know, figure out a way to make money. But I would rather y'all keep y'all money y'all have than to give it and never get it back and get scammed. Like, please. I would go more into detail, but it's not my story to tell, and she did mention that when she is ready, she will come out on her own and do her own story and tell her own story. But I'm just here to warn y'all and to warn my supporters to please stay far, stay clear, and beware of the scams and the scammers.